John Lusk here of Lusk Archery Adventures. Serious testing, successful hunting. I've got a really cool little broadhead to test here today, thanks to a buddy of mine, Eric Nelson, who owns and runs ELN Calls. You gotta check them out, they make really good game calls. He sent me a pack of these Innerloc Falcons. Okay, I'd never heard of them, but really cool, tight-looking design, and I'm eager to put it to the test and see how it performs. So for the testing, I'm using my protocol for 2023, and you can watch the video that I posted just a little while ago, going through all the different tests that I do and why I do them. And you can also read about those in the description right below each of the videos, as well as see the scores of how the heads perform in those tests on that video. So let's zoom on in here and go through some of the design features and specifications, and then we'll put it to the test. I'll be using my Bowtech CP28, set at 72 pounds, 27-inch draw. Bishop FOC King arrows. My total arrow weight is like 440 to 460 or so, around there, depending on the broadhead that I'm using. And then for the really hard impact shots, I'm using the Bishop FAD Eliminator. Let's check out this Innerloc Falcon. Here's a good look at the Innerloc Falcon. This is a pretty cool looking, simple 3-blade, all steel construction broadhead. I think it's going to be designed especially for flight and for penetration. It's all steel. Like I said, you got a steel ferrule and you got steel blades here. You got a hardened steel tip, and then you've got 3 blades with a cutting diameter of 1 inch. So pretty small cut there. And the blades are 0.027 inches thick, which is pretty thin by today's standards. I'm eager to see how durable they are. But as you can see, they line up with the cutting of this chisel tip. And that's going to put a little less pressure right there on penetration, so they might be able to hold up well to a hard impact. When a tip kind of goes like from like this angle and then the blades go up, sometimes there's extra pressure right there, and that can cause the blades to break in a hard impact. But I don't think these are going to have that challenge, but we're going to have to see. They are pretty thin. One thing they advertise a lot here, or they market a lot with this broadhead, is what they call their BAT, the blade alignment technology. And what that means is you can take the broadhead off and you can rotate the base, and that's how you take it apart, but you can rotate it and you can align the blades with the vanes of your arrow if you want to do that. I don't really think that makes much of a difference. At least it's within my margin of error in my shooting, so I don't really bother with that. But it's nice that you can do that and extra tune it if you're so inclined. So pretty cool looking design, very small profile. Again, I imagine it's going to fly well and penetrate well, and let's see how durable it is. We'll have to check that out, but eager to put this Falcon to the test. It took 175 grams of force to cut through the wire, which is a 10 on a 10-point scale. It penetrated 9 3/4 inches. That might be the best yet. It took an extra 25 grams of force to cut through the wire, which is a 9.5 out of 10. It penetrated through 67 layers. And it's still in pristine condition after the 3 shots through the MDF. Here it is after 2 shots through the steel plate, and it did pretty well there. The tip got a little bit curled, and then the edges of the blades got a bit of edge chatter there. And then you can see the holes in the steel. They're the kind that are just like a circle and then 3 slits coming off of it. And pretty small, but decent nonetheless. Here's the Falcon after going through the MDF 3 times, the steel plate 2 times, and then hitting into the concrete. And man, it did really well. Still spins fairly well there. The tip got just slightly blunted. Ferrule's in great shape. The blades took a bit of a beating on the steel plate and a little bit more on the cinder block, but overall, really good durability. So what'd you think of the Innerloc Falcon? Hey, I tell you, this little head impressed me. Now, for my liking, it's got a bit too small of a cut. Okay, I'll just be straight up about that. But if you have a lighter setup, or you want to use a fixed blade head for really long range shots, or maybe your bow isn't super well tuned and you want to shoot a fixed blade head that's very forgiving, this one flies really well. Or if you're going after a big animal, this one's going to penetrate really well. And as you saw, the durability holds up pretty well too. So check out the score sheet and see how it performed in the areas that might matter to you the most, and see if it could be a good fit for you.